Well, we finally got a break in the weather. It's been raining the past 3 weeks pretty much. There's been a couple dry days, but not very many. And it's finally quit for a day or so. Just got onto the farm about 2 hours ago and immediately spotted birds. There were 3 toms and 3 jakes and a couple others in this food plot up above us. Last time we saw them, they were about 200 yards away. There's a tom down in that ditch. They're still down in that ditch. I just saw one and he was right down at the bottom, down by that washout. I see one, it's working its way to the east, very slowly. I've seen 2 toms up here. I think one of them's only about 60 yards. It kind of looks like he bedded down after he might have seen me or saw some movement or something, I'm not sure. But I've got a nice wall of trees and brush and stuff in this ditch that I'm sneaking up, so I'm going to try to get a little bit closer and maybe if he stands up I can get a shot. I was 60 from that one and he stood up. He was actually laying down and he stood up and caught a glimpse of my movement, and all 3 of them just kind of walked over the hill. They weren't really spooked, they just kind of walked away and fed through the plot and went into the timber on the other side. So we've got about 2 hours of daylight left, so hopefully we can either loop around and try to figure out where they're going to roost and maybe get in front of them or go find another group tonight. Over to this other spot that we thought might have turkeys, and sure enough, Ben spotted this gobbler strutting down here from a long ways away, several hundred yards, but we got pretty close. We're probably within about 150. Got the decoys out. We're tucked back in here. We got really good cover, so I'm going to try to call him in. Somewhere over here, so maybe they'll just walk past us. I don't know, they could roost a lot of different places. shot. Not a lot of penetration, but I saw blood. There's another turkey there. I saw blood. I still see it. He's going towards the pines. Yeah. Oh, he just laid down. He's not dead yet, I bet, but he laid down. I think that's a good shot. I mean, I know turkeys are incredibly tough, but yeah, that thing's wiggling a little bit. He's dying a little bit. But I mean, when it went off, I was shaking. I was shaking like crazy. I think he was about 23, 24 yards. I'm filming you. And yeah, he's still there. I think he was about 23, 24-ish, maybe 24, because the decoys are 21, and he was behind him a couple yards. And I just put my 20 and 30 right in between where I wanted to hit, and I was having a hard time keeping those pins on his body. I was shaking so bad, but I kept pulling through, and it released right where I wanted it to. He's like on the ground now. Like, I think he's down, but let's just watch him for quite a while. Good job, dude. That was nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh, that was so freaking awesome. I was hoping he would strut and face away so I could draw back. I was like, did he see me when I drew? No. I couldn't tell if he was just boogering out because the decoy, if he saw me or not. I think the decoy spooked. There's another bird down there. That's the hen. There's 3 turkeys. There's 3. That's a hen. I think they're all hens. Okay, make sure this bird doesn't. He doesn't take off. He's still. She's gonna go check him out. He's still laying there. What's the left or right honeysuckle? The right. The right one, wasn't it? The right. Okay. Yeah. We just saw him flop about 10 or 15 more yards, and he kind of went down to the ditch. There's a creek over there, and we don't think he can cross the creek. Hopefully not, so I'm going to try to get another shot. He's like 10 yards. He might be dead, I don't know.
Oh, that wasn't the finish I hoped for, but I mean, it was the finish I hoped for. I just wish it would have happened on the first shot.
Congratulations, man.
We got it.
It's your first Iowa animal right there.
First Iowa animal.
Sweet.
How cool is that? Oh, man. What a pretty bird. Oh, wow. What a super awesome hunt this evening. It worked out absolutely perfect. Like I said, we saw this bird down here in the field, got set up and just waited him out. We figured he was probably gonna roost back behind us and he might just come on through, head into the roost, and that's exactly what he did. Came by, he was a little bit skittish at first, wasn't running in, he was coming in very, very slowly, but that gave us plenty of time to get set up and get ready for him to come in. As you saw, he beat up the decoy. That was pretty intense. It was 20 yards, no blind. We're just sitting by some trees, and it really couldn't have worked out perfect. I can't thank Ben enough for letting me have the first opportunity at a bird this year. This is our first evening out together, and I mean, it worked out perfect. We've seen a bunch of turkeys so far. It's been a beautiful spring day, and my first Iowa animal on the ground, and it's a big long beard. Couldn't be any happier.